Greetings from where I'm going to be living for the next 4 weeks. Welcome to the beauty of Lake Ohrid. One of the deepest, or if not the deepest, lake in Europe actually. Lake Baikal doesn't count because it's in the Asian part of Russia. Very interesting place, one of the oldest cities available or around. By the 5th or 6th century, I read. 5th or 6th century. Someone's going to correct me on that. And we're also right by Albania. There's Albania. I'm in Macedonia. And so far, so good. Beautiful place. You can see people on the kayaks because it's a beautiful day. Just rowing. Not many tourists around. It's fantastic. So what the hell am I doing here? Well, first of all, have a look at that. Who would not want to live here for 4 weeks in their house? Well, actually, quite a lot of people, because I've invited some people over and I've had the following responses. I'm too busy. I don't want to go there. It's dangerous. Well, yeah, the danger bit is if you fall off this cliff here, but unless you're planning to do cliff diving, you'll be absolutely fine. So what am I doing here? Well, to do that, we have to go back to 2022. And a journey of 3 years of disappointments, disasters and setbacks concerning everything, really. You name it, it happened. So, 22, I wanted to leave Batumi, didn't. That was a mistake because I thought someone was going to ask me to go with them somewhere else and that person didn't. So that was a heartbreak. 23, I had a job offer, not a job offer, a university placement in Tbilisi, which I couldn't take because I couldn't find accommodation, which didn't cost a fortune. The cheapest in Tbilisi was $450 a month. Compare that to the house I've got, which is 400 euros a month, night and day, and that's 3 floors. This was 2 rooms, go figure. Then in 2024, I was going to go to Varna, and then they started messing me about with things like apostles. Oh, it's not going to be taken. And then we got to me going back to my wonderful former employers. But by then, that was more or less done. Something happened. I went bye-bye and then spent 6 months trying to find a new job to get out of Batumi. Good news, I'm out of Batumi. Even better news, I'm now here. So what's the plan? Well, the plan is quite simple. Let's first look around, just down the bottom. I haven't taken you to the old town yet because there's no point. As you can see, this is a cove, which also is a beach, and these coves are everywhere. And then you've got these boats that come across. This is actually from the town centre. They actually do boat trips here. And if you're wondering where the border is for Albania, well, it's literally past that marker point up the top, from what I've been told. So the border is literally in the middle of this lake. So if you go past the border of the lake, basically, you're then in Albania. Basically, you'll get the police after you because you're an illegal immigrant. That is something I would like to see. Anyway, I'm here for the next 4 weeks. So there's going to be a lot of videos about Ohrid over the next 4 weeks, showing you just how beautiful it is. I mean, how can you beat this view? You cannot beat this view. I mean, it's spectacular. Mountains in the background, which you can hike up. Old abandoned buildings just further down here. I know because I've just seen some of them and I'm going there tomorrow. So I'm living here to get a taste of what it's like to live in the Balkans. There's 3 things I've promised myself. 1, I can't spend more than 2,000 euros a month. Anything saved from that goes into the following month. So say that I take Igor up on his offer to stay longer, I can pay for that rent. Second thing is I've got to learn the language here, because even though some people do speak English, not many people do, and it's much easier to learn this language than Georgian. Georgian was like trying to learn, you know, how to sort of do quantum physics. Compared to that, it's night and day. It's much more straightforward. And of course, I learned Russian when I lived in Ukraine, so I can pick up that pretty easily. The third thing is I've got to get back in shape because I've turned into sort of Danny DeVito and I don't like it. So those are the 3 main points I've done. And I'm also going to budget what I eat, when I eat, and how I eat. So no going out and spending money in restaurants because that's just takes money away. I've already met some connections here. I'm hoping to meet them on the weekend. And also I have to continue. Ooh, look at that boat. Just look at this boat. Ooh, look at that. Are they going to follow that guy or that girl? I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. It's somebody. Oh, there's another boat. There you go. We can just look at boats for 30 seconds. There we go. It's much better than looking at me sometimes. I've still got to work. I've still got to do university stuff. But that's going all right. I've just decided today just to go back to one of my favorite places in the city, which is actually outside the city, as we go in towards the next village, which is over here. So in the future, the next thing we're going to do is going to do a tour of this part of the lake over here, because there's a walk over here that we can do, and I'm going to do that in the next few days. Right now, I'm going to get some water. I'm going to chill out for a bit, and then I've got to go back to studying. So thank you very much. Join me on the adventure of Ohrid. It's going to be a blast.